Dude, as soon as Avatar came out, I mean that wasn't that long ago, but 2000.
That wasn't
But that
even
was
on
just
Fox Kids, was it? That was on Nickelodeon.
whoa. Yeah, I know. All kids' TV shows are good things. Cartoon Network had good.
No, I know, but I'm just reminiscing at this moment in time about the ones from Fox Kids. Because Fox Kids is like a dead channel.
Wow,
It doesn't
wow.
exist anymore.
You fucking.
It doesn't exist anymore, Benji.
Do you remember Toonami? Do you remember Toonami?
Yeah. Toonami was good as well.
You're gonna get nuked, by the way.
Just get nuked while you're reminiscing about.
I have 3.6k. And
I know,
Dawnbringer.
and
See,
I'm
now
here
I've
to
got
help
the
you,
MS.
you know.
Look how much MS I have. I've
I'm a
gone from
maniac.
335
Yeah, because you just
to 401.
it's good Dawnbringer. What the fuck?
Dude, I got like 70 MS. This was so worth it. Look how fast I am. And now
Yeah,
I
you're
run.
gonna get screwed.
Help me. Help. Bubble
I
me,
can't
you
help
whore.
you. You.
Now look at you. We're both dead.
We're all. Oh man. There's a dodgeball society, Danny. And I just want to turn up for one day wearing my. Because I went as Halloween, like, I think 2 years ago, as the guy from Dodgeball.
Wear a pirate outfit.
No, I was the guy, Ben Stiller, and I bought that out. Although I didn't have the hair for it.
Just go in there and start talking about the 5 Ds of dodgeball.
Dive, duck, dip, dive,
duck,
and dodge.
dive, dodge, and I don't know what the fifth one is.
It's no,
Dip, duck, dive, dodge, and
no. One of them's the same thing. It's dive, duck, dip, dive, and dodge. Dives twice.
okay.
Just turn up in a wheelchair with a bag of wrenches and start throwing them.
Start throwing wrenches. Okay, problem one. Where am I gonna jack someone's wheelchair, and do I have the moral standpoint to do so?
It's not really
I
a question
do not
of
believe
morals,
you do.
Benji. It's a question of right and wrong.
Of accuracy, duh. And also to make it a good
I have
story.
to do it to make, a good reference. It'd be unethical.
So that works.
I mean, you could turn up walking with a bag of wrenches, but then people just think you're a crazy guy with a bag of wrenches.
No, I need a wheelchair with like apple juice in
One
a
of my
little
favorite things
in a little bag next to it, like dangling off the.
about the movie is ESPN 8 The Ocho.
Yeah.
I love the idea that there exists an ESPN channel for all these weird ass sports.
That would be a really good channel. Like, they don't actually
Yeah,
show
you could just
Slam
turn
Ball
that on and you
ESPN.
see like, competitive hot dog eating or wheelchair racing or, stuff
Slam
like that.
Ball was easily the best sport ever invented in America.
Ultimate Frisbee.
You guys remember that shit? It's like basketball but with trampoline.
Amazing.
I used to have a favourite... Oh, fuck, I'm looking this up. I used to have a favourite team and everything.
For slam ball?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, because they're underground and cool, whereas all your mainstream fucking sport.
No, it's when I was a kid. This used to be on the
Red.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it was the Mob. The Mob were my favourite team.
The Mob. Wow, that makes so much fucking sense for you.
Why?
The Mob were your favorite.
They
Mr.
were the
fucking
best
I Love
team.
Gangsters and Mafia.
They were the Chicago Mob.
You were sat there,
Welcome to
age
Chicago,
4,
Ben.
with a cigar in your mouth, like twirling around some cocaine packets in between your. Just watching
yeah.
the place slam.
Man, I would love to have had cocaine when I was like 4. That was the 90s when cocaine was the hot shit.
The hot shit. See, yet again, you've proved the
No,
hot.
before things like, Meow Meow and MDMA and designer drugs.
Meow.
Cocaine.
Yeah, ravers and stuff.
Actually, no, it was the 90s when stuff like ecstasy was getting big.
Ecstasy was massive in the 80s.
And well, the 90s was like when all the big like underground raves started happening, warehouse raves, and that's where it really flourished.
Mm.
What do you know? You weren't even born then.
No, I know, but I
Just
know a lot
social
about it.
studies.
God. It's sad to me that the years when I was young, well, really young to be fair, is stuff now you like study in school.
No, I didn't study it in school.
Back in ye olden days of 1985. It was a different time, friend. People were running around with cell phones the size of a tire. And everyone was having very large haircuts. And parties were very dancey and poppy. There was no swearing on TV.
Oh, dear.
It was a simpler time.
I guess. I would like to clarify, by the way, that I was only 6 when the 80s ended, so it's not like, you know, I'm that old.
Exactly, you're so fucking.
Oh, dude, Rythian, I got Mario Kart for the DS, childhood, reimagined.
Yeah, I got it for the DS. It came with my DS.
Look at this gem I found for my DS.
Only 90s kids would recognize this.
Wait, what does that mean? A gem for the DS.
That's some sort of Gems is a Reddit thing, only 90s kids is a 9gag thing.
Yeah. When you combine the two, the hate child is.
Yeah, and then you
90s
need to
kid.
call everything Le first. Le me derping around playing Le Mario Kart. When suddenly, sister appears. Le Derpina. Why are you playing Mario 1 Kart? Le me care face. Oh, Jesus. I hate rage comics.
Oh dear, yeah. Quite clever.
You want to play Mid-Wars or something? I don't feel like trying.
Yeah, I'll play Mid-Wars. Yeah, I'm looking up the 25 ways to tell you're a 90s kid. No, because a lot of these things don't apply to me because when I was a kid in the 90s, all I really did was play football in the streets and Lego. I didn't have a boombox,
Yeah.
and I didn't watch much TV. I watched a bit of TV. I watched Rugrats pretty much when it was on, but that was it really.
And Hey Arnold.
Oh yeah, hang on.
Football head mother.
It was just occasional. It was occasional telly. I wasn't like into Tamagotchis like that.
Whoa.
I had a Tamagotchi. I really didn't give a shit about it, sadly. So it died.
No.
I don't even know why I got one. I think I got it as a gift. I can't remember ever wanting one, though.
I had a
Renting
phase
VHS tapes.
for
I
about a
never
week.
used to rent VHS tapes. Who rented VHS tapes?
Danny,
I did.
everyone
Well,
did.
you're
Man.
older.
You didn't.
But the thing is, yeah, when they say 90s kids, I imagine like people who were like 10 plus in the middle of the 90s. So me, really. You were born in the 90s, so you were like 5. when
Yeah,
it
Danny, you
something,
fucking.
What the fuck's a trapper keep?
Chapter is where you keep all your
Yeah.
stuff and you write in it, and it's your journal, and it's.
I remember Jumanji. Jumanji used to be my childhood film.
And the Trap Cube is
I like
American.
childhood films, but yeah. So,
What year
so
is
what?
it?
What would I
What
be? Would I
year?
be like a naughties kid?
No, you are actually a 90s
guess-
kid by
I don't know.
definition. Yeah, you won't.
Yeah, but the thing is, when they talk about
I
90s
was
kids, they
7
meant like
in
kids,
2000.
people who were kids during the 90s, you know?
I was a very
Yeah,
young
I was-
kid
but
in
yeah.
the 90s.
This plug was born 93. When all these people were like being young and renting VHS tapes, you were about 4, sitting, in your diapers and like sucking on
Yeah.
the pacifier. So,
I
Whoa.
was 4 with you, not 2 months.
what? Didn't everyone? I mean, I kept my pacifier until I was 7, and diars until I was 22, actually. So, I don't know. I thought that was normal. I guess.
I never had a diary.
I should clarify that this is not true, and it was
Liar.
in fact a joke.
Liar.
This is love. Yeah, I've still got a diary. I use it to put my school stuff.
I don't have a diaries.
Is it really
were
a diary
something very
then?
girly.
No,
thing
it's
when I
not
was
a
a kid.
Yeah, it was always considered very
It's like a
Although,
log or a
if a guy had a diary, they just called it a journal, and then it became okay.
It's like the same thing, but they just called it different.
Instead of "Dear Diary, today, Christian from PE winked at me. We're totally gonna get married." In the journal, it was like, "Today, I found the best way to install pirated games. You get 20 floppies, you put them in your computer, you compress it with the ARJ file format, and boom, you can play fucking Prince of Persia 2 Shadow and Flame. Oh yeah,
You had a
without
computer
paying
in the
for it."
90s?
Yeah.
Get
I
20
didn't have a
flop.
computer until like 2006, 2005.
Wow. What did you do before? God, I can't imagine that.
God, I
I
had computers all
played
through my childhood.
Crash Bandicoot, football. I don't know.
Oh, you mean PC? Yeah. No,
We were
yeah, I
a poor
had console.
family. I only got a computer because my great uncle died and left us a bunch of money. It's the same
You're like,
reason,
fuck this, I'm going.
it's the same reason why we went on holiday. That's really the only time our family ever really goes on like expensive holiday.
Do you just plan killing off some family members? Just to have
I
that?
remember. Oh no, actually, I guess this is
My nan does.
this is 2006.
My
But
nan
I
and
remember
friends.
playing Planescape Torment on New Year's Eve 2001, as it when it was becoming 2002, I guess.
Wow.
No, maybe when it was. No, when it was becoming 2001.
That was 1990.
Yeah. And I had a computer a fair bit before that. I mean, I grew up with a computer because my mom and dad both worked with computers, so I had one when I was like 6. Yeah, 6. So I would have. That's 1990. Ever since then, basically, I've had a computer.
Oh, I had a Sega and a SNES. Because my dad and mum owned a
PlayStation 1.
game. And we literally got.
I had a Nintendo, and I had a Super Nintendo, and I had a Nintendo 64. But then I switched to PlayStation, and then a PlayStation 2, and much later I got a GameCube.
GameCube.
Since then, not much. I ended up getting a 360. GameCube's amazing, yeah.
I never had one. I had a 64. I went from
Everyone was like Xbox.
Xbox to PlayStation 2
GameCube,
and then to Xbox 360.
PS2 was the big thing, like almost everyone had that, and almost everyone played those games.
My brother got
That were
PS2.
on.
Oh, GTA. Oh my.
Yeah. Xbox was kind of shitty, like the original Xbox. It was only good for Halo.
Yeah, there wasn't a lot of good stuff on it.
Halo was one of
360
my
was
favorite
a
games.
smash success, though.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. It was all about timing. The 360 came out at the right time. The PlayStation 3 came out much later, and so everyone got the 360 because you could play like Call of Duty 4 on really good what back then was really good graphics, and it was such
Yeah.
a huge
Without
brand
having to
new
have a really
machine.
expensive computer.
Yeah, and then
Because like
PS3
that
came out
when
like 6,
when new
7 months
consoles
later.
come out, that's usually the best time to, because the games that are for that one will be really really good looking. But now, when the 360 and stuff have been out for so long, if you want to get something looking really nice, you need a computer. And honestly, you don't need to spend that much money on it anymore because PC computers are so much for they're advanced now than the 360 and the PlayStation 3, etc.
Pick you ready up.
You didn't do anything for ages, so I just kind of tapped out.
Yeah, that.
90s kids. But 10 things 90 kids will have to explain to their children.
Read them out loud.
Right, I don't get this one. Topanga was at some point in human history considered not only a legitimate first name for a human being, kind of name that would inspire malleable teenage boys in a lifelong infatuation.
That's American, Danny, because Topanga's in them.
Okay. At some point, yeah, Tamagotchi, basically.
I had a
Black Power
Tamagotchi.
Rangers black, yellow Power Rangers Asian because
Yeah.
they are black and Asian. Yeah. Will Smith
That is a weird one.
was is something about Will Smith being the
Will
perfect
Smith.
human specimen. He was very cool.
Yeah, he was really cool. It was Fresh Prince.
Fern Gully
No,
is
enough said, pretty
basically Avatar. It actually Fern Gully is basically Avatar. Jesus Christ, it's mind-boggling.
I have no idea what Fern Gully is.
Let me find it for you. It's basically Avatar, but just cartoons.
Well, there you go then. What else is on that list?
Um,
A neighborhood boy who completely disregards your family and puts a ladder directly under the teenage girl's window to climb up at his discretion is not only acceptable as charming. It's the kind of stuff that makes said family stick the ladder boy into the wing, into the heart, blah blah blah.
Yeah, it was different back then. Now everyone is like terrified of rapes and murders and pedophiliacs being around the corner.
Because everyone
but
gets
back
raped
then,
and murdered nowadays. Everyone.
yeah, pretty much.
Everyone.
Honestly, though, the sad thing is, murders and like sex crimes and stuff have dropped. That fucking blows your mind, didn't it? Because it seems like it's so much more. It's actually dropped.
There's more
Slavery has
openness
increased.
and the ability
It just
to
slavery.
it's more in the news. Is the thing. So
There's a lot more slavery now than there ever was back in the day. Back when
yeah, that is
Africans
also
were slaves.
insane. But that's just like, I mean, there's not more percentage-wise, but there's more people because we are so much more people.
And
okay,
there's a lot less in where.
There's this one about boy bands, how like they were all the same.
Yeah, they were.
5-man boy.
But I mean,
We're
I guess that's
starting to
not
get that
completely
again
gone
today.
yet.
No, yeah,
Yeah, they're coming back, like One Direction and stuff.
Oh god.
yeah.
I mean, but back then you had NSYNC, Kids on the Block, Backstreet Boys, Westlife, Boyzone. They were all like 5 cute guys, and all of them sort of different to appeal to different girls. Very, very produced, Like the ideas of produced band was much bigger back then. Now mostly they want individuals. No, okay, yeah. Like, if someone is super, they're probably a good singer, but I mean, the rest is pure marketing and
Yeah.
sex appeal for a much younger audience. I mean,
Chinese.
Justin Bieber and stuff goes for the 10 to 14 age, and
Yeah,
a lot of
that's
times,
exactly
I
what's
mean,
up.
yeah, there's a sexual thing, but it's also not as much as oh hello,
Oh.
you're so screwed.
Yes, it was all a plan.
I got 2 kills though, so that's all good. I'm going Doombringer first.
Yeah, you should.
That's making it interesting.
There's one more. Where is it? Lisa Frank is not the name of a woman? I don't understand that one.
I don't
What
know
was
who Lisa Frank is, so
There's a lot of them will be American things.
Yeah.
yeah, pretty much.
Okay, well, there's that one. Okay, the final one. There's another American one. Beanie Babies.
Oh, Beanie Baby.
Mm,
I never had one.
Collected
me.
so many hundreds of Beanie. In fact, I was considering buying the Pikachu one like last.
A lot of the 90s kids stuff is about TV programs.
Mm.
It's because they were so soft.
And some of it about toys and
God.
stuff. But TV was the big thing then. Like, TV was so huge. Now it's a lot more about video games.
Video games and also like
Or
TV's
computer
more
stuff in
like
general.
recorded and stuff, and people watch stuff online.
Also the society now is a lot more people are expressing in themselves. Like 20 million people on YouTube, like 928,000 people on Tumblr, etc., etc., etc.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like back then, kids weren't really doing anything. They were just passive absorbers of things, and they talked about it with friends. Now everyone is expressing themselves. There's so much more like visible creativity now than there was before.
But is that a good thing?
Not necessarily quality, but
Brilliant,
like you
I
can
asked
see.
you.
Well, yeah. It is. Now go fuck yourself, Danny.
Is it a good thing? Or should we all be communists? I quite like the
I
colour
think
red.
we should all be Marxist.
Oh,
Look like
cool.
Jack.
Praise Mao. You know, by the way, that Mao is the dictator that has like killed the most out of everyone. Like way more than Hitler and Stalin and Pol Pot and all of those.
Pol Pot
Mao
didn't
has
kill
killed a
that
lot
many.
more. No, he's still considered pretty. Like those are the 3 people will name when you talk about like evil dictators. That name Hitler,
Yeah.
Stalin, and Pol Pot. Mao is the most evil one, basically. Well, if you don't
There's
count
just
God.
so many more people.
He killed a lot of people. God.
God, yeah. Turned a lot of people into pillars of salt just for the
Yeah.
funsies.
That guy is fucking crazy.
I remember having a conversation with my science teacher. There was a period when I was like, when I was like 14, I was questioning a lot of the stuff in the Bible at our school. And I said to my science teacher, who was like, he was a really clever guy. He was also a very, very strict religious person. And I said to him, okay, what about that stuff about God turning people into pillars of salt? That sounds like bollocks to me.
And he was just like, nah, it could totally be true. You know, we got all the chemicals inside our body. You know, I was like, oh. Okay. There you go. Hey, did you know internal combustion is a myth?
Internal
What,
combustion?
in
You mean
people,
you mean the engine thing?
Spontaneous. Sorry, not internal.
Oh yeah, that's a myth. Internal combustion is kind of what cars are built on, or something.
Mm.
I'm not a scientist.
You're
so I can't really say, but yeah.
Cars are
Well, they
built
use
on
combustion to-
combustion.
You should
That's
know,
part of-
Benji, I guess.
spontaneous combustion.
Fucking horse. Do
Such language.
you remember when Tupac died? Was that on the telly? When you were a kid?
Yeah, Danny, you don't mean spontaneous combustion.
I don't really,
I do
I
mean
was paying no
spontaneous
attention to rap at
Well,
all.
whatever the thing's called where
Really?
there was that, the thing where...
Yeah, no,
people
it's
were suddenly-
spontaneous. Yeah, with people. Spontaneous combustion is real, but it's not spontaneous combustion with people. People thought people could just turn or
What kind of music did you listen to when you were kids?
Backstreet Boys.
When I was a
No,
bit older,
be
and
honest. Because you listened to pretty crap music when you were a kid a lot of the time.
Well,
That you might just be like,
me and my girlfriend used to love this like parody of Backstreet Boys where it says like I don't remember what it's called, but it's which Backstreet Boys.
Which Backstreet Boy is gay?
That was just hilarious.
Yeah. I used to when I was a kid, I used to listen to what my dad listened to, which was a lot of Rolling Stones, Madness, which is
that's
really
a pretty
band.
good. That's pretty good. Yeah, you kind of avoided the crap, and instead, your father showed you quality music. But then again, there might have been other stuff you liked that wasn't necessarily that. But my father was really big in my dad was really into rock and specifically blues, but I never really liked much of that.
Mine.
For the longest time, I was just interested. Like I was, standard top 40 stuff, things on TV and on the radio, watching MTV and stuff back when
Yeah.
MTV actually had music on it, believe it or not. And I was a big fan of Spice Girls and Michael Jackson and stuff like that. And I bought a bunch of crappy albums, so Absolute Dance 17 or Absolute Music 88 or something. And it was mostly just pretty crap music there.
I listened to
In
my dad's
retrospect.
LPs because he had a lot of fucking. He still does actually.
I like some
But
pretty
now
cool
he's
songs.
sort of really into trance
No,
and dance music.
That's really cool. You have a dad into trance. That's pretty
Yeah,
cool.
but I really hate trance.
Because I was gonna go with that with my history of music. Because eventually, when I stopped listening to that, I noticed that I was more and more interested in the. In the mid '90s, it was all about. It was becoming very Eurodancey. Everything was half electronic and stuff was getting a bit more popular. And I noticed that's the kind of stuff I liked, so I started getting a lot more interested in electronic music. And since then, that's always been what I want to listen to the most: trance, house, drum and bass, etc. And yeah.
We've sort of switched music tastes. I'm still really into the classic rock stuff, Rolling Stones, The Animals, all the British invasion bands. I love that shit. And
I don't know what British Invasion is, but yeah.
It's the term used to describe when all the huge British bands, like the Beatles, Rolling
Sex
Stones,
Pistols.
Madness. Well, it's the
Ramones.
bands that went to America all look a similar sort of time and did really well.
What should I get if I don't get Doombreaker? Maybe just a Savage or something.
Yeah.
Rift Shards. I'm beginning to think that Doombreaker, while funny, it'll be boring once I lose it.
Yeah, it will be. You lose all your damage. However, if you play it safe. I'm fucking Malik and normal mid, and this is swell as all hell.
At least you got that one.
This is a lot of David Bowie when I was a kid as well.
What about you, Benji? What the hell was that? What did
I
you
listened
listen
to everything on the radio. I loved What Is Love. That was one of my favourite songs because my dad
That is still good. Yeah.
Getting jiggy. I love loads.
Yeah, I like Fresh Prince as well. I've never really been into rap, but like I did get Fresh Prince's both the albums he made, Millennium and the first one, whatever it was called.
Oh, they're in like modern. In fact,
I
don't
attribute
like
that
UGB.
mostly to a friend at the time who was a lot more into rap.
No, I don't like Tupac.
Hip hop. I don't know. I don't know the difference between rap and hip hop, honestly.
Like Lil Wayne's rap, Nujabes is hip hop.
I don't know who the second one is.
Nujabes?
What's
Good job.
Eminem?
But educate you.
Is Eminem hip-hop?
Eminem was hip hop. Now he's rap.
Okay.
I know it sounds a bit elitist, but it's like what you say when, like, you know how everyone says, "Oh, these guys were better. Like their first album was better." Well, it really is. It's
everyone
true a
says
lot of the time. Pretty much all the time, it's true.
Okay.
Especially from them. Not that I was ever like.
I don't know.
much
Yeah,
of a fan.
you've said that, but honestly, I mean, maybe this just shows me as being very mainstream. But my favorite Eminem stuff is like The Way I Am, Without Me, like maybe like his second album, Stan and stuff like that. I think it's the Marshall Mathers LP, not the Slim Shady LP, or something. I don't know the details.